Good morning. A few questions I get asked pretty often. Where did you get your strop? How did you make your strop? And so on. So, there are a lot of tutorials out there. But I said, why not? Because I'm actually making a strop right now. By the way, this is my first strop. It's about, 2 years old. Used constantly, and it does a great job. This is just a piece of rough, hard wood that doesn't even have a decent handle, but it works, Good leather, white compound from Bark River, and it does work. So how do you make a strop? Well, you need a piece of wood. You can shape a handle or not, keep it or not, doesn't matter. My advice would be, if you make a strop for home use, strop your knives where you're at home, make a big one, between making a small one and a big one, make a big one. And if you want to take one outdoors, then think about making a small one. This is cut wood that I dyed and sanded a bit, but it's still rough enough that it'll absorb the glue. This is a piece of leather. In my opinion, a very good piece of leather. The hairs on it are very fine. I don't care much about the fine side, the outside, but the inside has very fine hairs, and personally I like that. Some people like the ones with big hairs, but I like this one. So what you would have to do is see where you want your strop to begin. Now, in most cases, I would say leave a bit of space here and here for the handle. So if you do prop it or put it somehow, it doesn't touch the leather, and you can swipe off the leather. But as personal preference, you don't really have to do that. For this one, I'll leave just a bit of space here. Just a bit, maybe even less, And I won't leave any space down there, probably. I'll even cut it a bit bigger. So let's see. I have to cut it about here. Just gonna mark it. And I really can't save a lot of leather here. So that's it. Alright. Good. What I'm going to do now is very easy. I'm just going to take some glue, and I did have a small rag around here that I can't find. I'm just going to get my fingers dirty, not have anything to wipe them off. I'm just going to get some glue, and you can put it on the leather, but I prefer to put it on the wood. I'm going to put more glue on than I should, and that is because I prefer it like that. I don't think you need a lot of glue. You can use also super glue, crazy glue, but I like this one. I don't know what it is, Universal Hobby Glue. It's a bit more rubbery, it's not so strong when it hardens. There's a bit of give to it. Alright, so I'm guessing you can see what I did there, and now I'm just gonna use my finger as a spatula and smear it all over. And I really want to make sure I get the sides of it really good. This one doesn't harden that fast, so that's why I prefer it. And right now I'm feeling like maybe I should put a little bit more. I mean, if you're making a strop for yourself, it doesn't really matter how pretty it is. It just needs to get a job done. And if the glue will overflow on each side, not really a problem. Alright, so I covered everything up with glue right about now. Also, what I like about this glue is it doesn't, it's not so volatile, you know, but I'm sure you can find something. Alright, so now I'm just going to put the leather here, and because there's a thicker layer of it, it's kind of easy to slide back and forth. So that's pretty much it. Now what I like to do is, well, I'll show you right now. Just close my knife. I'm going to take this isomat, put it here, and since I don't want to get any glue on it, I'm just going to put 2 pieces of printer paper right here. Okay, now I'm going to turn this around, put it here, and on top of it I'll add some weights. Smack in the middle. Alright. Good. Okay. I'm gonna let that sit for about 12 hours. Maybe more. I'll be gone the weekend, so this can sit for 2.5 days. And when I come home, all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the sides of the leather and the top, maybe take some sandpaper to the wood to get the glue off. There you have your strop. That's when actually the difficult part begins, because you're going to have to work the paste in. But, you know, maybe I'll get a chance to show you that as well. It's 2 days later, and the glue is dry. So now all that is left to do is to cut the leather to size and put the paste. So for that you only need a knife, and I'm sure you can rest it on something. Make sure you get nice and plain cuts, or you can just go ahead and cut it like this. Doesn't really matter which way you do it. I prefer to use a knife for that, and I'm going to rest it on the back of my strop, put it on the table, and just trim the excess leather. So this is it. We have a strop. I really didn't intend to make it pretty or anything. I just wanted to make it a bit bigger than this one. So you can see there's a bit more leather here. Not by much. 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters. Plus the handle, which does make a bit of a difference. And I wanted heavier, harder, thinner wood for this one. I don't know. That's what I felt like. All that's left to do now is to work the paste in. And since a lot of people do ask me, this is white compound from Bark River. All you do with this, you just smear it on the strop, like so. Okay, and right now it's all full of metal. It's hard, so you're gonna have to put some pressure into it, but I wouldn't worry about that. You know, a lot of people complain that they have to heat it up somehow, or I don't have that problem. Just like painting it over, right? Nothing fancy about it. It is hard, so now as soon as I'm done here, this is not it. Because the next step is actually stropping a blade until it's uniform, and you're gonna end up with this. Very, very dark and a bit shiny. I don't know if I can pick it up right now. See that? And when it looks like this, it really performs very well. For me. I don't know about anybody else. And you know, you can just take any blade and strop it. As long as you know the angle and what you're stropping, you know, and you can already see it's darkened. It does remove material. It'll get softer, because right now it's just hard little grains on top. It gets softer, it gets in the leather, and like I said, it forms that glossy surface which really grabs onto the metal. And what I like to do after it gets dark all over, I put another coating of compound on it, and then I work that one in, and then I put another one and work that one in. What I don't want to, I'm not sure, you see these little patches? They're like little islands of compound. Personally, I don't like them. You're gonna feel them uneven as you work your blade over. I don't like them, so I tend to take them down. Just use the spine of my knife. Taking them down, and whenever I have them, take them down and I reapply a bit of compound. You know, and I do have to put a bit of pressure. That's pretty much all you have to do. I really recommend, if you're going to build a strop, do it like this, so you can hold it on both ends and work it this way and then the other way. Me, I just like to have it as even as possible, but you don't have to. You know, this is just for comfort, that no matter which end you grab, you're going to have a handle. I might even take the handle off this one. I don't know. Hope you liked the video. Hope it was useful to somebody, and for any questions, feel free to ask. Have a great day.